Hi, welcome to Operation Grownup. I am Kim. I will be your host for the next 12 months, hopefully, on this little journey of self-discovery. If you happen to join me on it, I'm going to tell you why I'm doing this, what it is that I'm doing, so that you have a little bit of an idea of what to expect over the next 12 months from this channel and from this blog. So when I was little, I always had an image in my head and feelings of what I would be like and what it would feel like to be an adult. And a lot of that would have to do with, effortlessly taking care of my appearance. And it would just be a habit. I would always be quite stylish and quite fashionable, and I would take care of my hair and my makeup. And it'd always look as if I was quite put together. And cool and calm and all that kind of stuff, and that I would exercise and that I'd eat well, and I always had that. And I thought, on that day when I become an adult, that's how I'll know that I am. And I went through my 20s feeling, I'm still young, I'm still growing up. I don't need to do all this yet. I can go out partying. I can be quite hedonistic. That's what your 20s are for. And then I realised that I just started racing through my 30s as well. And at no point have I really considered, that I needed to grow up in those respects in any way. So I feel like I've done the absolute bare minimum to get along in my 30s. I have. I've got all the external things right. So I have a great job. I have an amazing husband and two amazing kittens and a home. And I have enough money to not to be living hand to mouth every day or every month. So I feel quite comfortable in that respect. So I've got all the external things right, all those things that I thought were really important. I've sorted out. And what never really followed suit was, I'm pretty scruffy. I haven't consistently exercised. I'm not massively happy with my body. I have low energy levels. I genuinely, when I'm at home, if I could just sit on the sofa under the blanket and just eat all day, every day, and if I didn't have to go to work, that's what I would do all day, every day. And watching telly, obviously, box sets and that kind of stuff. And it's just not the life that I was really expecting. I was kind of expecting to have a lot more energy and have a lot more desire to do a lot more other things. And that just never materialised. I sort of continued this student-esque lack of care lifestyle and perpetuated it, racing through my 30s on the wrong side of 35, thinking, when did my adult life start? When did I never made that happen. I never built in any of the habits that would enable that. So over at different points, I've tried to sort myself out. All these things I've gone full pelt. One day I've just woken up and I've started exercising. I've started eating incredibly healthy. Read all the books. I know all of the different the trainers, and I followed them all online. And I have gone absolutely full pelt into keeping the house pristine, preparing fresh food every day. As I said, exercising, looking after my appearance, doing my hair, doing my makeup, wearing jewellery, literally absolutely every tiny thing I have gone full pelt into from day one. And I've lasted about 3 months. By near the end of the 3 months, I have been feeling amazing, high energy, feeling like I love this lifestyle, I love being like this. This is never going to end. I'm never going to go back to those previous ways. Thank God I finally sorted it out. And then I'll get ill, or I'll go on holiday. Something, anyway, will mean that I am prevented from doing all of those things, which were taking probably up to about sort of 12 to 16 hours a day in total to kind of actually do. And I've had a reason not to do them. I have a very valid reason not to do them. I'm on holiday, you know, I can't possibly, you know, I can't even do the housework. I can't tidy up, so that's fine, I won't do it. Or I've been ill and I've just been physically incapable of doing anything other than like curling up in bed and just asking my husband to bring me some food. So what I've been assuming is that I'll go back to it straight after, like, oh, I've been ill for 5 days, day 6, I'm back, I'm gonna go back to it all. And I never do. And it, you know, 2 weeks turns into 3, turns into 4, turns into 8, turns into like 6 months, and I've just dropped all of those things that I thought were important, all of those good habits that were making me feel so amazing. I've just dropped, and I've had to go back through the cycle of trying to start it all over again. And I've maybe done this 3 or 4 times, and I'm finally realising that doesn't work for me. I want these things, I want these important changes to my lifestyle, I want them to become habit, but doing them all in one go and waking up one morning and finding, you know, trying to do everything straight away is not going to work. So what I have done is I've written a list of quite a scary number of changes that I want to make, but there are 74 things that I want to try or try and introduce into my lifestyle. They range from very small things like maybe wearing makeup every day, or just putting on earrings every day, a little bit of jewellery every day, to one-off things like maybe getting my eyebrows done or getting my eyelashes done, things that I've always wanted to try, but you know, if I can't even get to brush my hair every morning, like getting my eyebrows done is probably a very low priority to me. So I want to try these things, but they're one-off, and maybe things that I want to learn as well. So I want to learn French. I want to learn all the counties in you know, in England and in the UK, and I want to learn all the countries in the world and their capitals again, which I've done once before. I want to learn them all again. I want to know some things. So these aren't 74 things that I'm going to have to try and do every single day of the year. And as the process of trying to introduce these things, I also want to work out what ones are really important to me. What are those things that I can finally drop from my grown-up assumptions of what a grown-up does? What can I finally drop as they're not necessary, they're not important to me, they're not worth the additional effort that it takes every day. But with the really important things like no more social smoking, if I go out drinking, no more drinking for 12 months, you know, eating more fruit and nuts, eating healthy, drinking the 2 litres. Those things that probably are quite important, those are the ones that I'll hopefully be left with at the end of the 12 months. And I just want to see what these changes make, and how different the videos that I post in 12 months' time look and feel to the one that I'm posting now. What are these changes that are important? Why are they important to me? And what am I going to stick with? What am I going to really make an effort to introduce properly into my lifestyle? And then just put some to the side. So I'm going to be blogging on my website, secretsquirrel.blog. I'm going to post to YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Hopefully all those are linked when I work out how to do it. And so that I'm, you know, not trying to keep on top of all of those. But I will be posting, you know, at least once every 5 days, probably more frequently with some of the things that I struggle with a bit more, or things that are a bit more important. And I'll be blogging this and putting it all online. And the reason I've chosen to do that is actually more for me than it is for anybody else. I'm not making any assumptions about anyone else being interested in this at all. What I do want is to make the commitment that I'm going to do that, and to try and help me keep on track and try and build these things into a habit. I will be posting this all online, what I struggle with, what I'm getting on with, what really works, what really doesn't. If I'm using new products like skincare products, I'll tell you what they are. I'll post, you know, like pictures of what I've cooked, you know, if I've cooked something new for breakfast, when I've tried to do it, what I've had to deal with in the kitchen before I've been able to do it. What exercise works for me and what doesn't. I'm going to try and do as much of that for free. I did a personal trainer course like years and years ago, and then never did anything with it. So it's not like I don't know what is healthy and unhealthy, and I do know what good exercise looks like. And I'm going to try and do it all for free, or as much of it as I can for free. or cheap, because I feel like if I don't, I'm not going to be doing it. It's going to be forced, and I just want to be able to exercise wherever I want, whenever I want, without having to worry about gym membership or all that kind of stuff. So I'll post it all. You'll see what succeeds, what doesn't. You'll be with me every step of the way. I'm not going to succeed at everything. I'll tell you what works and what doesn't for me, and maybe, you never know, if I meet even just one other person who looks like a total scruff bag when they go out of the door every day and wants to do something about that, maybe I'll meet some new friends and some people. So thank you very much for listening to my awfully long initial blog. I don't think any of the others will be anywhere near as long as this, but thank you very much, and hopefully I will get to speak to some of you. Thank you.